Before I even start this video, let me get something out of the way because context matters. I am in Nigeria, and if you know anything about Nigerian servers, you know we don't have any, and the network is a different kind of battle. Sometimes the server will literally be fighting for its life while I'm trying to play division matches. But even with all that nonsense, I still managed to come back from a 3-0 defeat and turn it into 3-3. And mind you, this wasn't during the day when network is pretending to be stable. This was at 3 a.m., the only time the network in my apartment is kind of manageable. At that time, the whole world is asleep, but I'm awake trying to grind division matches like someone that has nothing to lose. As of right now, out of the 5 matches I played, I won 3, drew 1, and only lost 1. Not perfect, but considering the kind of network I'm dealing with, I'll take it happily. But that's not even the point of this video. The real reason we're here today is simple. I want to give you the exact tips I use to win division matches consistently, especially from Division 3 upward, because let's be honest, anything below Division 3 is child's play. It's Division 3, Division 2, and Division 1 that feel like the Champions League of suffering. That's where the real sweatlords stay. People using stacked squads, full pay-to-win lineups, and of course the current pandemic of eFootball, the smart assist merchants. If you know, you know. So today, I'm breaking down everything that helped me survive it, even with terrible network. Now let's start with something people really underestimate, selecting the perfect squad. And when I say perfect, I don't mean the highest rated team with all the shiny players. That's the biggest trap beginners fall for. Just because your team shows 109, 105, 107 ratings doesn't mean it performs well. I used to believe that too a few years ago, but that thinking is honestly a scam. A perfect squad is not about ratings. It's about how the players fit into your formation, your play style, and the type of football you personally enjoy. There is no such thing as the best formation, even though the community keeps shouting 4-3-3, 4-2-1-3, 4-3-2-1, and all those meta setups. But if you're terrible with a formation, it will punish you ruthlessly no matter how meta it is. If the players don't suit the roles, you'll struggle from kickoff to full-time. What really makes your squad perfect is a mixture of playstyle chemistry, player positioning, live rating, and in-game performance arrow. Playstyle matters way more than people think. It affects how fast your team moves, how your midfielders link up, how your defense shifts, and how your strikers position themselves. If your team doesn't match your playstyle, you'll feel disorganized, disconnected, and sluggish. Every pass feels heavy, every movement feels delayed, and every attack feels forced. Positioning is another big one. Stop forcing players into roles they don't belong in. A right-footed winger belongs on the left side if you want strong cut-ins and top corner finishes. A natural center midfielder shouldn't be dragged into a creative attacking midfield role if he's not built for it. These small adjustments completely change how fluid your team feels, especially against pay-to-win squads who rely on their overpowered stats to carry them. Now let's talk about live rating. This one is huge, especially for free-to-play players and especially if you stay in a country with unstable network like me. Your team should be built around real, active footballers, not retired legends, not iconic players who haven't kicked a ball in 10 years. Why? Because legends are stuck on B form forever. But active players get A form depending on how they perform in real life before Thursday's update. And trust me, A form makes a massive difference. Your player feels faster, sharper, and more responsive. And when network is bad, responsiveness is everything. But even with live rating, before every single match, you still need to check the in-game performance arrow. That arrow is the real truth. If your star striker is on a down arrow, remove him. I don't care if he's your favorite. Down arrow players become sluggish, slow, and extremely unreliable. Replace him with someone whose arrow is neutral, sideways, or up. That simple change alone can decide whether you win or lose. Now, let's move to something more painful. Defending. Tip 2 is very simple but extremely important. Do not overcommit when defending. It is very tempting to press, rush, and charge at your opponent, especially when you're stressed or annoyed, but that's exactly what smart assist players want. The moment you lunge at them, they lock onto an automatic pass, Your defender gets dragged out of position, and in 2 seconds, you're conceding a goal that makes you question your entire existence. You'll literally sit down and say, "How?" out loud. The only time you're allowed to overcommit is when you clearly see your opponent loading a blitz curl or a stunning shot. That's when you can dive in and try to block or pressure. Any other situation? Don't do it. Leave a small gap between you and your opponent. That gap creates tension. It forces him to make a decision under pressure. And attackers hate space. They get confused when you don't rush them. They become unsure whether to pass, shoot, or dribble. And by the time they hesitate, your defensive line has recovered. Having pacey defenders makes this even easier. Get center backs with at least 90 speed and 90 acceleration. They recover faster, they track runs better, and they don't get punished as easily when lag hits you unexpectedly. My entire backline fits this requirement. Except Pepe, because even though he's slower, he's still Pepe, and he still bullies attackers for no reason. Tip 3 is about attacking, and honestly, this one is what changed my gameplay a lot. Do not rush when attacking. Rushing your attacks is a silent killer. It leads to careless mistakes, unnecessary turnovers, and deadly counterattacks. You need patience. When you get the ball, take a second to scan your options. Look for your runners. Observe gaps. Let your opponent come to you. Smart assist users love pressing one direction without thinking, and when they charge at you, they open space behind them. That's your chance. That's when you release your killer pass, your through ball, or your driven shot. The more patient you are, the more dangerous your attack becomes. Tip 4 is one people don't talk about enough. Learning how to use the keeper cursor and the body shove. These two mechanics are insanely strong in eFootball 26. The keeper cursor helps you control your goalkeeper manually and time his movement properly. Don't always bring him out when the opponent enters your box. That's a rookie mistake. Instead, wait until you see a shooting animation. The moment the opponent is about to strike, bring your keeper out. 8 times out of 10, he saves the shot. As for the body shove, it's a bit risky, but extremely effective when done right. A well-timed shove can bully attackers off the ball, break smart assist passing chains, and stop dangerous runs. But if you mistime it, you get a yellow card. Sometimes even 2 yellow cards with the same player. I've been a victim, but once you master it, it becomes one of your strongest defensive tools. Tip 5 is mental. If you're losing, calm down. I repeat, calm down. Losing is mostly psychological. Once frustration enters your mind, your entire gameplay falls apart. Don't start forcing passes. Don't start rushing shots. Don't start diving into tackles. Calm down and rethink your approach. Maybe switch your playstyle. Maybe tighten your midfield. Maybe focus on counterattacks. Sometimes I even prefer conceding first because it gives me motivation to destroy my opponent. But sometimes it doesn't work, and that's fine. If you can't come back, concede the match respectfully and reset your mind. Either queue again with a fresh mentality or close the game and go touch some grass. And finally, the bonus tip. There's a popular saying, if you can't beat them, join them. If none of these tips increase your win rate, you can try using Smart Assist. Personally, I wouldn't do it because I don't want a game messing with my mental health, but you might find it helpful depending on how you play. And that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching, and I hope these tips help you climb divisions, even with bad servers, bad network, and tough opponents. Peace!